I bring in the big guns on a Friday. And when I say that, I mean the one and only Jesse Clegg is here in the flesh once again. Welcome back, my good friend.
Oh, thank you, man. So good to be back. Thank you for having me.
The news told me why you were in Cape Town yesterday. We had a story on the news about the reveal of your dad's statue.
Yeah, jeez. It was such an emotional day yesterday. I mean, I didn't expect it to be so moving. And they unveiled his statue at the Long March to Freedom Statue Park in Century Park. And it's the most beautiful, dynamic statue. He's in mid-dance pose, and he's just got this smile on his face. And just to see him in his physicality, just standing before us and dancing, it was just so moving. And, Zolani Mahola performed, Msaki performed, I performed, and just such beautiful speeches. It was just heartfelt. Really beautiful, man.
That's what I want to ask you, is that it's quite a tangible, physical representation of a man who meant so much to you. And I know that must have been quite a hard one to just look at this. But at the same time, there's something very special about it. It's like there's always a place now to go visit, to reflect, isn't there?
Yeah, and I thought about it especially for my daughter. She never got to meet my dad. And it was just for her to hold his hand or to just touch his his leg. And it was funny, there was a moment where we were all standing next to the statue, and she was just rubbing his tummy, and she was because she calls him grandpa, and it was just, I don't know, I know it's not really him, but it's just it's a symbol, and it's a representation, and it gives you a sense of who he was. And so I was trying to sing on stage yesterday, and I was getting choked up. I couldn't sing the way I usually do. So it was just beautiful, man. It's hard to even talk about right now.
It is actually, Woof.
Yeah,
why so early in the chat, Jesse? Okay.
I know.
No, sorry. Just because I think why it's impacting me is because I saw that there was a story of your daughter singing.
I know.
And I thought about your dad. And I thought about you, and I thought about, and I know I joke about this, but it is a word, Cleggacy. And that's what I saw there.
You've coined the term, and I've got to say, after you said that, it's now the name of our family WhatsApp group, which is hilarious.
What?
After you said that, I was like, guys, we have to change the group chat name to Cleggacy just because it's hilarious.
Yes.
But
I'm so happy, man.
I posted on Instagram yesterday because we came home from the event, and my baby was just standing on the balcony looking out at the ocean and singing one of my songs. And I just thought, this is, there's music reverberating through the universe and through her spirit and through his spirit, and it was just very special.
It was special. It was so special to me. I just, I think in hindsight, I wish I got that clip, but however, I do think I can do this now. No, because it's I think it is so sweet, and I think that's, thinking about you and what you went through that day and how emotional it must have been for you to be there. I think that's why I just needed to make sure that I look at this, and it was special. It really was to see your daughter sing, and now you know that there is a chance for you to retire early.
Exactly. That's the good news.
Fine.
So I can relax at last. I can just put down the old guitar.
Be the manager.
And just be the manager. Take my 95%.
Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's it. But I know there have been other milestones that I don't want to disregard, because it was a beautiful moment just yesterday. But you've been doing so well, my friend. I've been watching from a distance. I saw on Nicholas Patrika's his story, and he said, we're doing this thing with Jesse, and I his father's music, and he was so passionate. And you guys did a thing in New York, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just come back from New York. And I did 2 shows out there. One of my own shows, and then we did a very special show, which was like a tribute concert to my father, with a whole bunch of artists from around the world.
Yes.
At the Gramercy Theatre in Manhattan, and it was just so beautiful. I mean, it was artists from South Africa, from America, Europe, Broadway stars, and it was just this like incredible celebration, And it was so nice because I got to play Carnegie Hall in November last year.
Yes.
I spoke to you, and that was my show, and then I got to come back 3 months later and play my dad's song. So it just felt like there was this beautiful relay race happening between me and my dad in New York.
Yeah.
And so it's just, the last few weeks have been an absolute roller coaster, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it has, and that's why sometimes I would message and say, are you taking a break, my friend? But then he walks in. Okay, I need to tell you this, right? Then Jesse Clegg walks in. He's like, "How you doing, Carl?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm all right, working." And and then he says, "Sorry, I have to. I can't say it. What did you tell me? You told me what?"
I said because Carl is everywhere and he's working all the time and he just seems to be omnipotent and just all over the place. So I said that, Carl, you are like COVID, man, and in the most complimentary way. You're like an epidemic of Carl Wastie is upon us in the country, and it's beautiful. It's a nice one. It's a nice epidemic.
Gosh,
you're going viral, man.
Oh, come on. So
but I meant that as a compliment, just so you know.
I know, but you that's the pot calling the kettle black, okay? I'm just saying, you've been also just all over these international shows, and now a brand new single that we can touch down on through US label Empire. This one's released and
came out today.
Today, it's out, which means if you didn't pre-save, I'm disappointed in you, but it's okay. You can still get it today and stream it as much as possible. And when you do stream, I say this about all my local artists, please get on a story and say, listen to this one. It makes a huge difference in the algorithm, not only on social media, but in the motivational algorithm in the artists' minds and hearts, right?
Yes, please see this. Please hit it up. Carl, you are the promo legend, man. I'm so bad at it, but what Carl said, guys. No, it's a brand new song, and I'm very excited. Do you want me to tell you about the song?
I need to hear more about it because it is still vibey, but I mean, a song called Darker Days has with it an undertone that you want to hear about. So what is that undertone?
Yeah, I mean, it came from a conversation. This song I recorded in LA, and it was from a conversation I was having with a friend of mine in LA, and we were talking about how we all have demons, and we all trying to, I said, like, there's a sense that we're all trying to run away from our demons.
Yeah.
And he said, you never escape your demons, so you mustn't try to run away from them. You must learn to dance with your demons. And I thought, like, wow, that's a brilliant point. You never really escape your demons, but if you can learn to dance with your demons, then life is a dance. And so that this song is about acknowledging that darkness, but also accepting it and finding a way to incorporate it and to be present with it.
Yeah.
So it's not actually a dark song; it's actually a hopeful song.
Yeah,
but it just acknowledges something about those darker moments.
I think the great thing about it is that yes, it reaches into the individual's darkness.
Yeah.
But it almost shows them where the light switch was all along.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that about the song in that way. But it's really beautiful, and I think at this time, for anybody that's going through something, it's always nice to know. And I love that you said that, because I think that's the thing. We tend to run away from issues and our problems. We tend to carry them along with us, like it's a huge burden. But you know what? I like that idea of owning your chaos.
Yeah. And also that, like, life is chaotic.
Yes.
And there's something that's also beautiful about that, you know, and like not losing sight of the horizon. The horizon is always there. Even if your face is turned away from it, it is always there.
Yeah.
And just having that sense of hope and connection to the future. I think that's what this song is really talking about. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about it. It took almost 3 years to complete the song because
Why does it take that long? I've always wanted to ask an artist, because some artists come in here and they're like, yeah, so I wrote it in a week and then I recorded it in an hour and then we got the bang out and now it's trending on TikTok. So I just
I love that accent.
You're welcome. I don't know. I can't tell you which
like
artist did you say, but it's like what I did was I had a catchy hook to it. It was like boom, boom, shut the room. I thought it was familiar, but it wasn't. And it's now my song. Oh my word! I'm coining it now. I'm rich. Anyway, so for you, 3 years.
Yeah,
is a lot of work. So why does it take 3 years to complete a song?
I think, like, when you're talking about complicated subject matter, like when you're talking about things that are not that are hard things to talk about.
Yeah.
Also, I recorded in LA, and there was a friend of mine, Jordan, who's an amazing singer-songwriter in his own right, Jordan Topf. We wrote it together. So every time I came to LA, we would spend a day on it. So I go like twice a year, and he's also very busy. So it was also just like a timing thing. But sometimes the song just has to percolate, and you just sit with it, and you don't really know what it's about yet, and you kind of have to you have to unlock the song. Sometimes you have to grow up.
Interesting.
And revisit it. You know, songs evolve as you evolve. So this song found its way eventually.
Wow. I love that you said that, because that's like life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't have this linear life where things have to be sequentially, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get somewhere and you're going to fail and you're going to come back to it. Then you're going to try again
Yeah.
and you're going to fail, then you come back to it. Then you're going to tweak, you're going to shift, you're going to move, you're going to grow, and then you're going to add.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, I've written songs where I didn't really know what the song was about until I had to go away and come back, and then something unlocked for me in terms of what is the concept. And you know, that's also just life. Life teaches you things and teaches you things about yourself.
Yeah.
And so this song has been such a journey. It really is like kind of surreal to be finally releasing it, because it's been on my computer for almost 3 years.
I'm so glad we got it dusted off and no, I'm kidding. It's now polished. It's now grown. I think that's the thing. This song has been through it, and now the richness of it, it's got this purity to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's this process of growing with the song and learning about what you're trying to say and honing that message. And sometimes you just need time.
Yes.
So this was one of those songs. I mean, sometimes you write a song in 20 minutes, and other songs it takes 3 years.
That's beautiful. And can I tell you, the best thing about dropping songs is that I think it's important for you to hear what you've done to people.
This is a very, very, very good song.
Well done, guys. Yeah, this is one of that songs that gives you goosebumps. Well done.
Like I said, well done, guys. Like I was involved.
Yeah,
in the
Carl was
Carl
was the main. He was actually on vocals.
I was. Even that end, that was me. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And
the song is fantastic. Well done, Jesse. Your father would be proud. You've made us all cry today.
Thank you.
You're so right. Can I tell you broke me earlier, and if I wasn't the professional I am, I don't think I would have continued this conversation a little earlier with the statue of your dad. But
thanks,
well
man.
Well done,
you,
my friend.
guys.
It has just
Appreciate
been
that.
really, really beautiful. And in the next couple of minutes, I want you to mobilize, because I do want to keep you around. You got your guitar here, and I think the one thing I've always been an advocate for is just that raw live music, and that's why Klein Lessenaar was invented.
I always feel like we have a connection, and it's a rare thing in an interview to feel comfortable where you can be vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
And that's just a beautiful thing. So
yes,
thank you, man.
No.
Thank you for creating a space for us to talk as artists. It's a really important, beautiful thing, and it's rare.
I'm doing something called Klein Lessenaar, which is essentially a small desk. It's a concert where I ask Jesse to perform one track, but this is completely raw. I'm going to tell you now, there was no sound check. It's Jesse on a chair with a guitar. It's one of our office chairs with the guitar, headphones on, and a mic, and that's all he needs.
Yeah.
And now it's about the song choice. What are we thinking today?
I think, well, my girl was singing Use Me yesterday on Instagram.
Yes.
So, and I asked her what I should sing today, and she said I must play Use Me. So I'm going to play Use Me for my girl, Myla B. If she's listening.
Yes.
That's my baby.
Okay. Well, let's do this thing. This is Jesse Clegg, Klein Lessenaar, live.
Let's go. Wait for me, I'll wait for you. I can't tell you what to do. Oh, in the darkness I can feel you. Play the thief, I'll play the fool. Let the sky come over you. Oh, I will fall into the blue. And I wanna tell you that you use me, darling, yeah. And I wanna tell you that you waste me, darling, you say the things you thought were true, lie awake and feel confused. Oh, I will find my way back home to you. Losing faith, forgotten view. Oh, try to keep a hold on you. Oh, I don't know if I can get through. And I wanna tell you that you use me, darling, yeah. And I wanna tell you, waste me, darling, yeah. Use me, darling, you. You.
Yes, Jesse! Can I just say that song? You know what the real best part of that song is, besides your amazing voice, is that you have my surname in there. Wasted, darling, yeah. I love it. Thank you.
It's actually a tribute song to you.
I've noticed that, though.
A lot of people don't know that about that
do
song.
they not? I feel like they missed that step. But if you can go to that part of the song again with the guitar, just go to that one part, just where you say my surname.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, wasted, darling, yeah.
Yes!
Carl Wastie.
Oh man! Oh, that was great. Thank you so much.
Those are the original lyrics, and then I changed it for the commercial release.
Yeah, I got you. I know you have other radio interviews to get to. You know, you can't change it to all their names.
Yeah, no.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there was. You know what I like about that? I love about that is that yes, you can get production, and in production they got vocal stacking, you got reverb, you got different types of functions, you got equalizers.
Any help would be great in this.
But this is raw. But that's the thing.
This is very raw.
It means a lot more when it's raw, because the thing is you're having like a genuine conversation with the audience with that song.
Yeah.
It's and just to take nothing away from production. I know production teams are superb. Well done to every producer. But when it's like this,
yeah, it's the song itself.
it is
and this is also how the song gets written usually.
Right.
You know, like you sit with an acoustic guitar and you write it like this, and then you go into studio. So this is kind of takes it back to like the actual core of what the initial inspiration for the song was.
Because the cry out of the song was even better. It was like you really just said, like, this is whatever's happening here. You know, it's hurting me.
Yeah.
And I wanna cry out to you to tell you how much it's hurt.
It's not an easy song for me to sing acoustic, because I really have to go for it in the chorus.
Yes,
so
you do.
I hope I didn't blow anyone's speakers in their cars.
If you did, well done. That's what we do.
But yeah, that was cool. Thank you, man.
No.
I don't often get to do that.
No, that was awesome. Jesse, just are you gonna gig in Cape Town at all?
Yes, that's a good point.
Please.
Okay, I've got a Western Cape tour being announced.
What?
Thank goodness you
Did I just say
reminded
that?
me. My manager would have killed me if I hadn't mentioned this. Okay, so I'm in the Western Cape. I'm on the 19th. I'm in Knysna at Blend, and on the 20th I'm at Stanford Hills in Hermanus, which is an amazing venue.
I've been there.
It's really awesome.
And Stanford as a little city.
Yeah, it's awesome. We played there in December, and it was like amazing. It was one of my favorite shows of the tour. So we're coming back in April, 20th of April, Stanford Hills, Hermanus. Tickets are at jesseclegg.com.
Yeah.
So we will see you soon.
This is going to be so cool, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. You have been superb, and
thank you, brother.
So honest, so real, so vulnerable. I played at the voice notes. People are receiving you the way they should, which is just as the real human that is Jesse Clegg.
Thank you, man. And likewise, I really appreciate the years of honest and authentic interaction with you. You've created a beautiful space for artists here. Thank you, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Jesse Clegg. And remember, Darker Day is out now for your streaming. Get to your favorite platform. Share it with friends. Out now.
The Flash Drive with Carl Wastie. KFM 94.5.